Alright, so we start. Okay, so welcome back to Lex 2034. This will be our 11th discussion, and today we'll be discussing on Malaysian heroes in the service provider category. Yes, meaning those who provide service. So, as usual, which group would like to go first? Okay, Yang, go ahead then.
So hi guys, we're second. Okay. So our national hero for the service is the Iron Fernandez. He is born at the 1946 and died in 2040. See as a Malaysian activities. So he key on contribution is first is founder of Teen Ganika 1991. Iron established this organization to address the exploitation of migrant workers, refugees, and marginalized groups in Malaysia. Tinganiga provides legal aid, advocacy, and support of the victim of the abuse and the trafficking. And the second one is exposing abuse. In 1995, I published a detailed report titled Abuse, Torture, and managed treatment of migrant workers in the detention centers. The report documented human rights violation and appalling condition in Malaysia detention center. And the third is the advocacy for migrant workers and trafficking survivors. She works tireless to highlight the plight of migrant workers who often face exploitation, abuse, and lack of legal protection. And his effort was instrumental in raising awareness of their struggle and pushing of policy change. Now I will pass to my partner, Mukris.
Okay, now I want to talk about awards and recognition for our heroes. Number one is the Right Livelihood Award in 2005, often referred to as the Alternative Nobel Prize. She received this prestigious award for her outstanding courage and commitment to protecting the right of vulnerable and marginalized communities. Second is Asian Human Rights Common Recognition. Erin work earned respect of one of Asia's most dedicated human rights defenders. Now I want to talk about his legacy. His legacy, despite her passing in 2040, Erin work continues to inspiring activists in Malaysia and beyond. Tenag Tenaganita remains active carrying forward her mission to fight for justice and equality for the oppressed. Irene Fernandez is remembered as a fearless edu advocate who challenged oppressive system and give a voice to the voiceless. That's all from us.
Okay, thank you, Chris and Yang on Irene Fernandez. Okay, next group. Which group would like to go first? Karen, go ahead then. Karen, would you be okay? Okay, thank you.
Hi guys. So we are here. We're gonna talk about Tan Sri Anthony Francis Fernandez. So he's born at April 13, 1964 in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and he's a prominent entrepreneur who best known for transforming Air Asia into a leading low-cost airline. So he's the CEO and he's the founder of the Air Asia company. And his early life education is Fernandez was born in India, father from Goa and mother from mixed Indian, and he's an Asian Portuguese also, and descent from Malacca, Malaysia. He attended to the Alice Smith School in KL before continuing his education in England at Epsom College from 1976 to 1983. And he pursued his higher education in London School Economics. So his starting career is in the music industry. Fernandez worked briefly in Virgin Atlantic, So, and then he joined in Warner Music International London as a senior financial analyst. So, how did he form this AirAsia group? So, in 2001, Fernandez co-founded Tune Air Sdn Bhd, an acquired and struggle government linking commercial airline. Under his leadership, AirAsia was transformed into a highly successful budget airline, pioneering low-cost air travel in the region. Building on this success, and he established the Tune Group of companies and expanding into various sectors, including hotels and financial services. So, for more information, my partner would explain about his contributions. So, thank you.
Thank you, Karen. As Karen mentioned before, he helped start AirAsia in the year 2001 and made it one of the best low-cost airlines in the world. His idea was simple: make flying affordable so that now everyone can fly. By offering cheap tickets and opening road to new places, he made air travel possible for millions of people. He also made flying easier for customers by introducing online booking and self-check-in, saving time and effort. These changes make Air Asia different from other airlines and more attractive to travelers. Air Asia helped tourism growth in many countries and create thousands of jobs, helping local people find work and supporting communities. He believed in giving everyone a fair chance. He hired people from different backgrounds and encouraged diversity, making sure everyone had equal opportunities. That's all from us. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Anthony Fernandez. So next one, Nohanani and Killian would like to go. Okay, go ahead then.
Uh, the national hero that we choose for the service category is Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. He was born on 10th of July 1935 in Alustar, Kedah, under a British protectorate. He was the youngest of nine siblings in a lower middle class family. His father, Muhammad Iskandar, was a school principal of Malay and Indian descent, while his mother was Malay from Kedah. Mahathir attended Seberang Perak Malay Boys' School and later a selective English medium government English school in Alustar. During the Japanese occupation in World War II, he started a small business selling snacks. After the war, he graduated from secondary school as a top student and pursued medicine at King Edward VII College of Medicine in Singapore, earning his degree in 1953. He married Siti Asma in 1956, who was also a doctor. Mahathir is the first Malaysian Prime Minister not born into a prominent political family. His childhood home has since been converted into a tourist attraction. So now I'll pass to Hanani and continue his part.
Thank you, Rolly and Kat. Now I continue the contribution of Tun Dr. Mahathir in NGO. First, Perdana Leadership Foundation PLF, which is the purpose is dedicated to preserving, study, and sharing the history and contribution of Malaysia past Prime Minister. It also promotes intellectual discourse on Malaysia development. The impact now PLF serves as a knowledge hub for students, researchers, and policymaker to better understand the country leadership and policy. Number two, Global Peace Foundation. Tun Dr. Mahathir has been an advocate for global peace and is associated with peace initiatives through his speech, discussion, and support of various organizations promoting non-violence. He has often used his platform to discuss issues such as conflict in the Middle East, global injustice, and the oppression of marginalized communities. Third, advocacy for Palestinian rights. Dr. Mahathir has been a vocal supporter of Palestinian rights, organizing campaigns and collaborating with NGOs to raise awareness about the plight of Palestinians. His efforts include supporting international conferences and movements advocating for peace and justice. Number four, environmental advocacy. Through forums and NGOs, Dr. Mahathir has spoken out the environmental sustainability and the danger of deforestation and climate change, encourage better stewardship of Malaysia's natural resources. In conclusion, even as NGO contributor, Tun Dr. Mahathir has remained a prominent figure in advocating for national and global issues, leveraging his leadership experience to influence meaningful change. That's all from us.
All right, thank you, Dr. Mahathir. Okay, so I think me and Fazana will go first, right? Okay, so the hero that we chose is Dr. Jamila Mahmud. So allow me to share screen for a while. Mhm. Okay. Right. So Dr. Jamila Mahmud is a okay. Alright, so Dr. Jamila Mahmud is a Malaysian physician who's also a medical professional, also known as medical professional lah. Okay. So she has more than 2 decades or 20 years of experience in crisis management globally and has worked in areas of conflict, disasters, and health crisis. Alright, so one of the things that she founded was Mercy, which yeah, she's the founder of it. And this Mercy organization is a response to emergency crisis, which are health related and also related to disasters around the world. And yeah, I'm sure about Mercy later. Fazana will share more about it with you about Mercy. And let me share with you some her early life. Okay, so she was a normal student. She attended a girls' school at Petaling Jaya, and afterwards she had her medical degree at UKM, University Kebangsaan Melayu, and afterwards to continue her masters of obstetrics and gynecologists in UKM as well. And after that, she became a member, also known as a student, of the Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists. And then after her studies and all, she started her career at Kuala Lumpur General Hospital. And during that time, she was also a lecturer at the medical faculty of UKM. So after working for quite a number of years until 2009, she became the treasurer and also the vice president of the National Obstetrics and Gynecologists organization in Malaysia. And she was also the head of World Humanitarian Summit in 2014, which was quite a big thing because it's where she was able to voice out not only for Malaysia but for those who are in need as well. And in March 2020, she became the special advisor to Prime Minister on the time on public health issues. Alright, so that's for my part. I'll move on to Fazana to continue on.
Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so actually, Dr. Jamila Mahmud is one of Malaysia's most respected humanitarian figure. One of her achievement is founder of Mercy, which is Malaysia Medical Relief Society in 1999. Dr. Jamila is the founder, and also Mercy is a non-profit organization focused on providing medical assistance and humanitarian aid during crisis. So in 2019, she received the Tan Sri title by the Malaysian government, and also she won Asian Prize in 2019 as well as recognized for her contributions to regional humanitarian efforts, and also her role in United Nations is served under Secretary General for Partnership at the International Federations of Red Cross and Red Crescent Society (IFRC), and also she also play a pivotal role in bridging partnership between governments, cooperations, and also civil society to enhance global disaster for preparedness. She has been through a lot of missions, such as the Kosovo War in 1999, and also the 2004 Indian Ocean Tsunami, Aceh and Sri Lanka, and also earthquake relief in Pakistan and Iran, and lastly, humanitarian effort in Palestine and Myanmar. So, fun fact about her So fun fact about her, Dr. Jamila once risked her life during the Iraq War in 2003, when a car was when a car she was traveling in was shot by a bandit. But despite the danger, she continued her humanitarian work in the region and said it reinforced her commitment to help those in need. One of her inspiration quote that woke me up is women don't need to ask for permission to lead. They are often the quiet heroes of any crisis. And it's time the world recognize their strength. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Fazana, on Dr. Jamila Mahmud. Lastly, we'll move on to Raslam and Adam.
Okay. Me and Adam choose to Dr. Hartini Zainuddin is a prominent Malaysia child right activist and social advocate, recognized for her intensive work uh, in protecting marginalized children. So I go to key contribution and role. Uh, Dr. Hartini, co-founder of Yayasan Coket, YCK. YCK is not a profit organization that provides shelter, education, and counseling for at the risk children in urban area, particularly in Kuala Lumpur. And then she active member of Suka Society, a non-governmental organization NGO that focus on child right, especially in the areas uh, of settledness and juvenile justice. And then Dr. Hatini has worked tireless to provide legal assistance and resource for undocumented and stateless children. And then for achievement and recognition, recognized locally and internationally for her contribution to child uh, ecosystem was in pushing for reform and policy that address the root cause of child poverty and statelessness in Malaysia. For personal philosophy, Dr. Hatini believe in empowering marginalized children by addressing systemic barrier and providing them with opportunities to lead dignified life. And her dedication to creating a safer, more equitable society for all children reflect passion and commitment as a true humanitarian. That's all from us.
Adam?
Hello.
Hmm.
Uh, Dr. Tini work close with policymakers to draft law to protect children from abuse and declared public speaking and awareness campaign frequently appears at forums, seminar and media interview to raise awareness of children right issue and to promote public involvement in advocacy and recognized locally and internationally for her contribution to child welfare, a consistent voice in pushing for reform and policy that address the root cause of children poverty and standard in Malaysia. Dr. Atini believe in empowering marginalized children by addressing systematic barriers and providing them with opportunities to lead dignified life. Her dedication to creating a safer or more equitable certified for all children reflect her passion and commitment as a to humanitarian. So that's all for me. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Adam and Raslam. Alright, so now we'll be going to vote for who's the best Malaysian hero in the service provider category. So I'll just start from Nahanani. Which Malaysian hero would you vote for?
I choose Dr. Jamila.
Dr. Jamila. Okay. Dr. Jamila. Next. Kilian.
I choose Dr. Mahathir.
Oh, okay. Dr. Mahathir. Alright. And Yanchi.
I choose Tun Dr. Mahathir.
Dr. Mahathir. Okay. Fazana.
Mine is Dr. Jamila.
Dr. Jamila. Okay. Karen.
Dr. Jamila.
Dr. Jamila. Okay. Chris.
I choose Dr. Jamila.
Dr. Jamila. Okay. Yayang.
Dr. Jamila.
Oh, okay. Aslam.
Tun Dr. Mahathir.
Dr. Mahathir. Okay. Adam.
Tun Dr. Mahathir.
Wow. Okay. So it's like now it's like 5-4, and I'm the last one. And definitely I'll choose my own hero, Dr. Jamila. Okay. So that's all for today's discussion. And the Malaysian hero is Dr. Jamila. Okay. Thank you.